Okay, so if I'm practical, I chose walking up the stairs to be the movement investigated. So here are the videos I took for some different views of walking up the stairs. As you can see, there's significant knee valgus as the client walks up the stairs. So he goes through the different angles here. So what I decided to do for this knee valgus is to test the strength for using a manual muscle test on the gluteus medius. As you can see here, I had the client set up in the position, knee point or leg pointed a little bit behind the torso, with making sure the hips stay stacked on top of each other and not letting this hip open up towards their back. So keeping the hips on top of each other with the leg pointed a little bit back behind them, and then have them hold the position and instruct them that I'll apply some resistance and some force down toward their other leg and instructing them to hold the position against the resistance I apply. And as you can see, as I apply the resistance, the client is unable to hold, showing some gluteus medius weakness. So that confirmed the suspicion, seeing the knee valgus as the gluteus medius being an external rotator and an abductor would be weak, contributing to that knee falling inward and leg rotating inward as well during movements like walking up the stairs. Another thing I did was a range of motion test on external rotation at the hip. And what I found was, let me go back to that, was only about 30 degrees of external rotation, which is below the normal. So another suspicion confirmed there. Could have some tight internal rotators. Um, that would be preventing this from having a full range of motion externally. So some interventions I did, as you can see here, is some standing hip abduction. Now normally with this, if I had the equipment, I would have a resistance band around the ankles as the client did these to strengthen that gluteus medius and the other hip abductors. Another intervention would be these sideline uh, hip abductions. And starting off body weight for these is a normal thing, but as the client progresses, just like previously, to progress, you would add just a higher resistance band with more resistance. And here you could add ankle weights to the client as they progress and as these become too easy as just using body weight. So that's how you can progress those. So those are just a couple interventions, just those hip abductions. So that's what I found with the tests that I conducted and a couple of the interventions that are possible among many others for this specific finding of knee valgus during movement.